She cheated with my best man. Right before the wedding, we had been together for 5 years. 5 years of plans, travels, and memories. I was sure she was the one. So I planned the perfect proposal on the Maldives. Sunset, ocean, waves crashing on the shore. I went down on one knee, my hands shaking, and asked her to marry me. She said yes. I thought it was the happiest day of my life. I threw myself into preparing the wedding. My best friend since childhood was going to be my best man. He had always been by my side, through school, through college, through everything. I trusted him like a brother. I couldn't imagine that he and my fiancée were secretly betraying me. The night before the wedding, we had a big pre-wedding party with friends and family. The music was loud, everyone was drinking, laughing, toasting us. At one point, she excused herself, saying she needed some air. A few minutes later, my best man said he had to make a call. 20 minutes passed. They still hadn't come back. Something felt wrong. I went looking for them. And then I saw it. Through a window, I found them together. He was holding her close, whispering something that made her laugh. She looked at him with the kind of tenderness I hadn't seen in years. And then she kissed him. Not a quick kiss. A deep, passionate kiss. It felt like my heart was ripped out of my chest. But I didn't storm in. They didn't even know I had seen them. That night, when she fell asleep, I opened her phone. And that was the final blow. I found dozens of messages. Her sending him revealing photos. Her telling him how much she loved him. How they had been together many times, even when I was nearby, hanging out with friends. How I was just the safe option. Because I had a promising career, because I was generous, because I was too blind to see the truth. I read it all. Every disgusting word. Every confession, and I knew I couldn't let it slide. The next day at the registry office, the hall was full. My family, her family, all our closest friends. Everyone was waiting for us to exchange vows. When it was my turn to speak, I looked her straight in the eyes and said, loud enough for everyone to hear, I can't marry a woman who's been cheating on me with my best man. Yes, I know everything. The late-night meetings, the photos, the messages where you called me just a convenient option. The room froze. You could hear a pin drop. She went pale. He lowered his head, unable to look at me. She started crying, stammering excuses, but it was too late. I took off the ring, placed it on the table, and said, thank you both. You just saved me from the biggest mistake of my life, and I walked out. They were left humiliated in front of everyone, their families, our friends, the people who once respected them. And me? I left without a bride, but with my head held high. Because it's better to walk away than to spend a lifetime with a woman who betrayed me before we even said I do. What would you have done in my place? Share your thoughts in the comments. I really want to know.